Let's get frenetic with some kinetic.
What was your first impression of me?
You were crying in the shower.
Oh! Hey, this is Jeff.
I'm Jackson.
And this is Sandcastle Stories. This stuff's a bit weird, but I think the whole idea is that we play with our hands and have a chat, and it relaxes us, and we can just open up and be Jacko and Jeff as we usually would be. Jack, I don't know how this stuff works at all. It's definitely not sand. I wouldn't eat it if I was you.
Mate, I wasn't planning on eating it.
If you weren't lifeguarding
Mate.
down at Bondi, what would you be doing?
Probably be sitting here building sandcastles with you,
That's
mate.
what I was thinking.
If only we could get paid for this.
Yeah. Well, hey. Turns out.
I know you do a fair bit of reading in your spare time.
Absolutely, I love reading.
Yeah. Who's your favourite author?
The author of Riptide Bodyboard magazine.
You know we both know an author.
We do both know an author. And it would be rude not to say Joel Bevilacqua.
Joel Bevilacqua.
Joel Bevilacqua is my favourite author. Yeah, I
Right,
forgot
so
that we're
meant to be
building
sandcastles, aren't
It's
we?
pretty easy to forget.
Right, let's go.
It's completely unnatural.
Kinetic sand, so let's get frenetic with some kinetic.
I was just wondering, when you showed up,
To work?
yeah, like
I show up every day, so what time?
The first time you showed up, what was your first impression of me?
Of you?
Yeah.
Do you actually want to know?
Yeah.
The first time I showed up to work, it was induction, and I walked into the change rooms and you were crying in the shower.
I wasn't crying, I was going, "Ooh."
There were tears coming out
There
of your
were
eyes.
tears.
So you
There weren't
just
tears.
dished yourself up with that question, sir.
Moving on with the kinetic sand. I haven't built anything.
Look, there we go.
All I've made's a mess.
What's the worst gift you've ever received, mate?
I remember crying once when I was a kid. There's a lot of crying going on.
It's about time the fans knew you're a big sook.
My big little sookie. I love me sand. It was like a little Tonka truck kit with a hat, and my brother got toy soldiers and I cried.
And you got off it, did you?
I was off it. Otherwise, I like everything I get given. I'm a scab. Anything free is good.
Yep, just as Jake Nolan calls you.
Yep.
The scab. That's his other nickname at work, scab. If you could have one meal for the rest of your life, mate.
Chook.
Yes.
It'd be chook.
Yes.
How good's chook? How much chook's too much chook? And who decides which chooks turn to roast chooks and which chooks turn to chicken salt?
You're a deep thinker, mate. We all know that.
Wrap your laughing gear around that, Jack.
Yeah.
Hey?
Right. I'm about to do something really cool and you can't copy it. All right, so I think my sandcastle's starting to take...
That is pretty sick, actually. Quite a cool castle, Jacko, you've got there.
I know you're real passionate about your music, so what would be your karaoke song?
Karaoke song I would sing.
You don't have one, do you?
No.
Mine is actually quite strange. My karaoke song, and I actually sung this and dedicated this song to my girlfriend when I was about 12 years old at Noosa Surf Club. I remember it clear as day. I sung Shannon Knoll, Let's Drive. Can you believe it?
And you dedicated it
Let's
to it.
drive anywhere you wanna go. I will take you there, babe. Take you. And I looked into her eyes.
What did she do? Was she frothing?
I think she was frothing. Look, we're not together anymore.
Did you go for a drive?
What's that? I couldn't drive, I was 12.
What's one thing that you don't like doing when we're working on the beach?
Mate, it's a hard one to answer because it's such a good job, but honestly, think about it.
It's all pretty good, eh?
It's all pretty good. The only annoying one is moving the surface. If there's like a good bank there,
that is.
and you know that if you were out there, you'd be off it, and you got to move the surface.
Yeah.
That's probably the worst.
You got to be the policeman of the water. I think every single lifeguard would say that.
Mate, my sandcastle is coming along pretty nicely. Has being on Bondi Rescue, mate, has it altered your life in any way?
It's definitely altered it, not dramatically. Like I'm still doing the exact same thing I'd be doing.
Do you reckon you'd be sitting here with me building sandcastles if it wasn't for Bondi Rescue?
Mate, I would hope so that in some way, shape or form we would be building sandcastles.
Let's
together.
get deep here. Without being on Bondi Rescue, you and I wouldn't know each other.
We wouldn't even
be
be
mates.
friends.
We wouldn't even know. I would not know you exist.
Jeez, that's good, isn't it?
And is our life better or worse for that?
Mate, probably worse. Do you reckon if we cross paths, you'd be like, oh...
What do you mean?
Like,
Now?
I'd be friends with that guy? Like, I'd get...
No,
that guy
we're
to be-
different people.
Absolutely not, eh?
I'd be like, look at this
And then I'd be like...
idiot.
Look at this champo. have a look at this champo.
All right, Jeff, I think my masterpiece is pretty much complete. And not only is it a castle, but it's a face.
You know nothing about colourways.
Show us yours. That's all you've done. So we've been sitting here for the half an hour and you've put a mound together.
It's alternate art, mate. Geez, Jack, I'm so glad that we're friends and I'm so glad that you won that Sandcastle competition.
Conceded defeat. Well, mate, I think we've done all right. We got pretty deep.
Yeah.
Building sandcastles. Never in my life would I imagine we'd end up here, but
that's the whole point of Sandcastle stories.
Sandcastle stories. Let's do it again sometime.
We should.